Alright, it looks like we are back being live. Welcome to Valknot Gaming. This is Sam. And today is episode 2 of Carthage City. And so far we just made the first milestone. We have not made it to the second milestone yet, but we should get there fairly quickly within this stream, so I'm not that worried about it. And let's see, I'm just making sure we don't have any technical issues. I think I'm having technical issues. Ah, there we go. Okay, just a long delay. I also have a second screen up where I'm looking at what's going on in the Twitch stream. So let's start this again at this mark. Hi, I'm Sam, and welcome to Valknot Gaming. Today we are playing episode 2 of City Skylines. And in our last episode we had got to our first milestone. And this episode we want to get to our second, if not third milestone as well. The nice thing about getting to our second milestone is we'll be able to start decorating our city at that. So first things first, let's get this going on 3-speed and get some more houses going. Right now we just really need to build that up. Our resident bases up. Let's see, I want to leave this part alone for now, so let's not go there. And water? What do you mean you don't have water? Thought I had done that. Ah, I remember now. We were slightly short. Alright, so let's delete some of this. Gives us a little bit of spending money. Gets a couple people covered. Lay out some more housing. So this little area over here is eventually going to be used with the neighborhood, but probably for some schooling maybe. Hopefully we can add that during this episode as well. Let's see, should be able to, yeah, get everybody water now so they'll stop complaining. Looks like they want some more businesses too. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, that'll be a while. Let's see, how much room do I need for this one again? The 4x4 area, okay. let's get some more businesses in. Make this a 3x4 and this a 3x4. We're going to save this corner to be a... Actually, we can use the opposite corner. We use this corner. No, I want that one. Sorry. I want this corner. There we go. Let's also go ahead before I forget, and we want to get rid of these houses here because this is going to be eventual city park. And we'll add them back in up here. Some 3x3s here. 3x4, excuse me. Just for in case you're curious, I do use the Xbox One right now for these recordings, and I also intend on probably within a month, actually, maybe 2 at the outside, of getting a Xbox One X, so that way I can start recording and doing this in 4K eventually. That's kind of down the road. Down the road, pipe dreams. Actually, not pipe dreams, they are actual plants. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Where else can I fit in some houses? And let's see, we want to get up to, is it 900 or 960? 900. Alright, so that's not that bad of a jump. We should be able to do that fairly soon. Again, I like using bigger houses, so 4x4s is my favorite, and 4x3s, 3x3s, 2x3s in a pinch when I have to. I guess that's the best way to put it, when I have to. But otherwise, minimum size I usually go for is a 3x3. And I'll go 3x4s like I just did there to help fill in spaces. And this here is going to be Old Town. But one things that we'll be doing here in the near future is making some of these businesses historical and and destroying others so that we can get the right asset to come in. And I just realized the other thing we have to do is get street lights turned off, because we don't need all these street lights in this town. It is not all that busy. Go around here and turn these off real quick. We will add them back, or stop signs back as needed for our traffic control, but that isn't for a while yet, so go ahead and leave all this off for now. let's see, we need 13 more people. That's just like about a house, so let's get that built. Alright, now they do want more industry, so let's go ahead and give them more industry. There's our 900. Let's go ahead and pause there. I like to pause when I hit a milestone, so that way I can just get kind of stuff done, because it seems like I'm usually right in the middle of something when that happens. So let's go ahead and just get that done. Alright, so the first thing we want to do here is we want to be able to expand our industry. So the first thing we're going to do is buy our next area of land, which is going to be this block here. We're eventually going to go this block. Actually, let's count these out. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go up here 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. I'm missing something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I want to go all the way down to the coast, because I only got room for 9 squares when you're playing with the Xbox. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can either go 9 here or 9 there. This is a rough decision. Actually rougher than I thought it was going to be. So let me think here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need to be able to connect somewhere up here too, so what if I did this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Instead of putting a city along here like I normally would, and normally have in the past, I want to do something new, and I don't want to copy other layouts that have already been done. See, if I go 3 this way, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 that way, and build a city down here. I could do that. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, decisions are killing me today. So you know what? I don't have to make that decision now. In whatever scenario I go with, this ends up being a square that we own. So let's just go ahead and buy it, and we'll worry a little bit more about this later. For now, I need to go to my economy. Let's see. Yeah, we can pay off this loan now, take a new one, and take that one. Now before we do any of the building, just like last time, we did our whole let's make the garbage dump first deal, which by the way is at 3%, so it's going to be good for a while. How are we doing on electricity and water? Because I might need to be in a position where I have to add those soon. So let's go to info views. Electricity is okay for now, but it won't be forever. Same with water. 1400 is our next milestone. Alright, so we need to get, oh, we should have districts now too, don't we? Yep, okay. So let's go ahead and get a couple districts painted out. And there's a couple reasons why we're going to do this, and I'll share that more in a minute here. So this is going to come straight out. And let's see, it's going to be on the inside of this. Okay. Oh shoot. Oops. Hey, I don't want to do that. There we go. And then along here. And let's see, I actually want to take it away from the very inside corner here. And the reason why is because I do want to allow trucks and delivery vehicles to come through here. So this is not going to be part of it. Matter of fact, the commercial aspects don't have to be part of it at all. So let's go ahead and get these off of where we'll have that. Because I can get a smaller brush side here to do this. A little bit finer detail work. Alright. God dang it. Alright. Alright, so this is our first district, which is going to be Cooper Square. And one of the things we want to do right away is go ahead and enable style buildings. This opens up a lot of styles for our buildings. It also allows us, instead of just this one firehouse, allows us this firehouse, which is one of my favorite firehouses for old cities. And since this is kind of being built up as an old town, and we want it to be able to reach both the existing industry and here for now. So we're going to put it right here. Actually looks like a good spot right there actually. Yeah, perfect. So that way it's one of the first buildings when you come into town that you're going to see is this fire station and water tower. Yeah, I dig it. Alright, now we need to place down a police department as well. And let's go ahead and let's put that near our, yeah, right here, just across the street. So that way when you come into town, you're greeted with, you know, both the police and fire stations. So bam bam, back to back. Let's go ahead and put in our healthcare. So that way you can help start leveling these areas up a little bit. And then we also want to go ahead and put in at least an elementary school. We can put in a high school if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that just yet. So let's go ahead and get our high school. And we want to use this. Now, when you're looking at the elementary school, off to the left is going to be the parking lot, off to the right is a playground. I usually always put a playground from the Parks and Recreation next to the elementary school. I think it adds to the elementary school look. In addition, it also helps make people around this area happier, you know, because you're placing a park down, right? So your citizen happiness goes up. That's just one of the things like I almost always do. So we're going to go ahead and put this down here, and that way we can put our playground there next to it when we get that next level. And let's make sure it's watered. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just want to make sure this whole area is watered. I play the game, the first couple milestones, pretty cash tight. And then once I have, oh, what section do I do it in? Let's take a quick look. So next up is where I get the park areas and the landscaping. That's a big thing. And start of industry areas. Here we get our transport in our next area. Highways open up here, which is good. So sometime between Boontown and Busytown is when I go ahead and start being a little bit more tight with my money and getting a lot of money saved up. And the two reasons why is in Boomtown, I started getting access to the highways. And this is going to be where we start upgrading our connections and some of our streets. This is also where we get our cemetery and our elder care and child care, and these are things that I like to use. Get our tool booths. So those are like really important to me and really plays into my style of building and decoration. And then at Busytown is when I start getting the trolley bus, which is something I like using. We start getting some more of the policies and such. We also get new roads, stuff like that. And again, this is a time when I'm starting to upgrade and update everything. So anyway, let's see, where was I? We had added in that school. Let's get in another school over on this end that's going to be needed. So we'll just go ahead and make this into a dead end and place the school down here, and we'll place this other one. Now with this one, because it's got the cool like hedge walls going around it, you can put the playground on either side, and obviously I'll put the playground over here. I do like putting schools on independent streets. So this one here is an exception. I might end up having some houses along the street somewhere, but it won't be for a while yet. And in other streets like this, I'll probably end up putting a park across the street, so that way it isolates the school a little bit and makes it stand out in the overall design. Alright, and you know what? We're going to go ahead and throw in the high school. So let's do that by adding a street here. Better yet, let's extend this particular artery up a little bit. And then let's stick this high school right here in the corner. We're going to place it like, and we'll place it like this. And then I'll tell you right now, one thing else that I'll do is when it becomes open, I will add in a basketball court on this side. Let's go ahead and get this roped off. There we go. And let's see, is there anything else that I really need to add at this point? Don't need anything in the power or water right now. Alright, let's just go ahead and hit that go button. Oh, yes we do. We need to add a little bit more industry area out here. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And one of the things I'm going to do is make an artery road coming right off of our entrance right there. or exit, excuse me. And we're going to bring it all the way over here to the train tracks. And then turn it. And we'll deal more with that later. Right now is just to get this grid over here started. And then let's get some piping down. There we go, get that this whole area watered, so that way we don't have to worry about it for now. And then we'll add in more industry. And we'll go ahead and get this back on 3-speed, and we'll start laying in some industry areas. And of course they'll power themselves up. And we need to get so make that a 3x4. Let's make this 3x3. Make that 3x4, 3x3, and then we'll come make a walkway there and bring this up. And the reason why is because I know as the playground sits, it's going to probably end up, this will leave this square here open for some path making if I remember my spacing correctly. Alright. Of course, now our residential thing is skyrocketing, so let's go ahead and get some more housing built in. Now when I have a big area like this, there's a couple things we can do, and it generally is going to be make a park area in here, but there's we can also decorate it, etc. Oh, we forgot to put pipes over here. Oh no! Ben? Oh, I never... Did I not connect it? I didn't connect it. Oops. Alright, so that was a serious mistake. But one that will bounce back from. So I'm not going to worry too much time about worrying about it for now. Matter of fact, the sooner and faster I can get people moved in, the less of a problem that will actually be. And let's see. Remember, if you have a suggestion for the name of districts, by all means, please let me know. Let's put it in the comments down below. And why don't we let this build up some cash flow so we can get those pipes made. Let's go through what we have down here for Old Town. And you know, we're going to keep this ice cream parlor. Because you got to have an ice cream parlor in an old downtown area, right? And let's see, what else we want to keep for now. It's not that these are not bad assets, they're just not assets I would want in those particular locations. So we're going to go ahead and delete a couple of these businesses and just see what grows up in its stead. And look at that, we got our next milestone. So this made us a tiny town. This finally opened up our park areas and our landscaping, which is all really good stuff because these are things that we could really use. It also gave us that little extra cash influx, which we're going to use right now to fix this water problem. All right. And we need to connect it, right? Yep. There we go. Alright, fixed. Let's see, did we get an area with this one or did we get an area next one? Next one. Okay. So let's go ahead and extend out more for our residential area. Sorry, I keep on getting sidetracked this game. Oh yeah, we also get our parks this game. We're going to put down parks because that's going to increase the land value, which will level up our buildings, which will automatically allow for more people to move in. So we're going to put our small playgrounds in next to our... And notice how all these are red right now. When we do this, we get those smiley happy faces, and as time goes by, these will start to turn from red to a different color. And we built that one house too close, so we're gonna have to say goodbye to that house. And also this zoning. I'm just gonna redo this whole thing. So we'll come back to it here in a couple minutes. And then we need the basketball court. For use by the high school, and that also of course makes again more people happy. Alright, what else did we unlock? Just double check ourselves here. So we opened up some industry areas if we want to start using those, and we will be, but I don't think we're going to use them just yet, even though they are a great way of making income. I knew Overcharged Egg, who was someone I really watched, use this area as a forestry industry. And a lot of my previous builds that I've done in this, I've done the same thing. But I found this to actually make a better neighborhood area, and then put forestry more over here. So I will end up doing that here down the road just a little bit more. For now... yeah, let's go ahead and keep on expanding this neighborhood area. So first things first though, let's get some time running just so that we can see what the effects of those parks had. And if you remember how these were all red earlier, and now we're starting to get a little bit of spiny green. And let's see, let's go ahead and get in. This will affect the happiness down here, and then I can fill in the rest of this area a little bit. Why are you there? I don't want you there, go away. And then what we'll do is we'll decorate this area up in the future with a park-like setting that kind of matches this, and this will be our little city park. But in the meantime, it will activate in our area. Of course, we're out of money again. Wait. Oh, I put in a large playground instead of the small park. Oops. Alright, let's try this again. I don't want a playground there, I want the park. There we go. And then we'll make all this a little park area here down the road. And that starts to get things to start leveling up. And we need another park asset. Let's put that park asset like we talked about across from the school. And of course that gets rid of that other house, which is fine. Let's get rid of the zoning here. And at this point, yeah, we are pretty much covered in green, just a little bit of red going on. So we'll put one more park. Right. Decisions. Let's see. Let's expand our residential streets out and then decide where we want to put it. All right. Get our water expanded correctly this time and fully. Alright. We're all hooked up. We're all hooked up. All hooked up. Great. Of course, we have a house on fire, but there comes our local fire department, so we're good there. Alright, we did all that. Let's put in another park. And let's see, I think I want to put the park. Yeah, let's put the park up like that. Alright. And then let's fill in some more residential areas so we can get more people moving in. Always important. And let's take a zip down here and see how our stuff's coming in. So I'm still not getting assets that I really want. The two assets that I'm really looking for right now, one is the corner grocery store, and then the other one is the hotel. And my hope is that the corner grocery store will come in here, and then maybe a gas station, and then along in here somewhere a hotel. I believe this is this the hotel? This is the hotel. So we got the hotel coming in and have the hotel in. So we'll go ahead and just, and there's our corner market that we want. Had this been reversed, that would have been perfect. So let's go ahead and make this an historical building. Actually, I don't like it. I'd rather have it facing the main road, so no, we're going to destroy it. Same. And since I do want it to be on a corner for that one, for the grocery store. We'll just keep on cutting down the corners until we get them. And eventually we'll get them. It'll happen. The downside to playing on the Xbox is you can't just place down exactly what you want. Now, we do have some things that we can place down as we wish. That are modded. You know, these items over here, for example, but none of those make sense right now. And we've got some others that are around as well. And a lot of the buildings that we pick will actually come out as part of zoning and areas. So example, when we get to high density, we might actually see some of the Berlin style buildings coming along, and those will have an effect for our architecture in certain areas that we want to see. Now the bad thing about doing this over and over again is that it does affect our tax income inflow. So probably give it a break here in a minute. We need 2,400 for our next spot, and yeah, we might be able to get that with what we have. Let's go ahead and plop down some more houses. Give downtown a break. Allow them to recover some, as it were. And of course we will put houses across from the high school. And again, as stated before, nice big housing blocks. So we want to leave room for a fence and a path. So this would be good enough here. We won't add anything more there. Path and a fence. So we're not going to add anything more along in here either for now. I can see putting a house here real quick maybe. That would be about it though. So we'll leave that alone over there. And electricity. We must have electricity issues, don't we? Yeah, we're going to need another power plant. And of course that is just not in the cards right this second. Oh. You know, I'm having a rough playthrough. I normally don't have quite as many problems when I'm playing this. But now that I'm, you know, trying to show others, of course it's going to spring up some challenges, which is a good thing. At least it keeps me on my toes, and I can show you how I go ahead and deal with these problems and all that. So we're actually at getting close to the 45-minute mark. Of course, if it gets edited down, it'll be a little bit shorter than that, but I do like to keep these around that length. So we're going to go ahead and pause the game here. And I'm going to save the game here, and this is where we'll come back to in our next episode, and I'll show you how I can, a couple different ways to deal with this issue with the electricity and the lack of cash. And then we'll continue to grow our city a little bit, and then we'll start finally getting into some decorating, since I have access to park assets now as well as landscaping. So we'll start tackling that in our next episode as well. And of course we have the start of our industry area starting to sprout up over here, which is good. And we'll eventually seed this some more and then make this our forestry area. And since we have the train tracks here, that'll eventually be for a cargo train with the takeout logging equipment. Just as another preview, here soon, in another episode or two, we'll add in another interchange like that one right here. And this will feed into a neighborhood over here and a neighborhood over here. So it's starting to get there. It's starting to get to the point that the city itself will really start taking off. So I look forward to that. Anyway, in the meantime, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like down below if you have any suggestions for naming any of the districts in the city, which right now we just have the one district, but there'll be more coming. Please leave that down in the comments below. Obviously, if I don't see those comments or you don't see the video and leave a comment from now that it's been recorded, that's not going to happen. But you know, if you catch it within in a few days here of being posted on YouTube, then by all means you'll be set. Other games that are followed by this channel, in case these are of any interest to you, includes Stellaris, which is a 4X space game, which is really cool. And let's see, what else am I playing right now? Port Royale 4, which is a great historical, mock historical pirate economy game. Anyway, I will catch you next time, and I appreciate you joining me today. You have a great day. Bye.